Hello, New Mexico Orchid Guild. It's me, Kelly McCracken. You may know me from the March meeting, and I'm also a member of the board member. I run the Facebook group and Instagram, and I was asked to give a tour of my greenhouse. There it is. Whoops. I'm sorry, I promised this tour a long time ago, but I've been having some audio issues with my phone, and so hopefully those have been fixed now. And then COVID and all my kids are at home and there's like no time for mom. So anyway, here's the greenhouse tour, and I decided to start from the outside so that I can show you some of the equipment and talk a little bit about the structure itself, because it's all custom. So the greenhouse itself is 8 by 10. It's out in my backyard. It's kind of along our property wall. My neighbors don't seem to mind it. This thing back here is the swamp cooler. You can hear it firing up, that kind of whirring sound. It's got this tarp on it because the roof of this alcove is just made of particle board. We never got a chance to finish it. But in New Mexico, we have a lot of days where it's freezing or near freezing at night, and then it's 60 degrees or higher during the day. So we have a very large temperature swing, and that's good for a lot of orchids, but it's trouble for things like swamp coolers because they can freeze in those near freezing temperatures, but then they're needed on the same day when it gets to be 65 degrees. So what we decided to do was build this little alcove, and I'll show you the swamp cooler when we're inside. But this little alcove kind of protects the swamp cooler from freezing in the wintertime, because we have it on almost every day, 365 days a year. There's a couple days in the depths of winter that it doesn't run, but when you're in an 8 by 10 full sun structure like this, it heats up pretty quick, even on a 60 degree day. So here it is. Anyway, we'll go inside now. The door is all custom. The building itself is made out of triple wall polycarbonate. It's about an inch thick. And then these, I think we got these locally. These are just some metal pieces. I think they're intended for roofing. There's the outlet for the swamp cooler. And here we go on inside. It's built up by about 2 feet. And here we go. You can hear that swamp cooler going. I'm just going to turn it off so that you can hear me a little better. Alright, so if you were at the March meeting, you know that I have the business High Desert Orchids. And so I'll do it like a sale inside of my greenhouse, and it's kind of fun. I usually stand right where I'm standing now and show all the orchids in the background, and it's real fun. But I just wanted to take you a little bit, show you the 4 corners of the greenhouse and see what we can find. I don't really grow a lot of paphs. I'm mostly a cattleya person. But this one's kind of fun. It's a really big, tall, multifloral. What is it? I'm not so great at paphs. I find the watering tricky. Avalon Delight by Loei. So there's that. It's kind of fun and blooming. I grow miniature cattleyas, so like this little guy. The temperatures in here are intermediate. Oops, sorry. Temperatures in here are intermediate, and so that means that it gets about 85 degrees during the summertime, and it goes down to about 55 in the wintertime. And surprisingly, most of the plants in here can tolerate that. I don't grow Phalaenopsis, for example. Phalaenopsis typically are too cold or too warm growing for those kinds of temperatures. And I don't really grow like a lot of PAF species or Southeast Asian PAF species are warm growing. And vandas, I don't really grow a lot of vandas. So I mostly grow like intermediate growing cattleyas. I grow some Neophanetia hybrids. This is one of them. This is Vanda Cherry Blossom. Oops, that is not focusing right. Let me set this camera down. Neophanetia is intermediate cool growing. There we go. So that's a fun one. There's also a lot of Dendrobium species and hybrids that grow really well in those temperatures. Here's one. This is Dendrobium parishii. This one grows intermediate warm. Really fragrant. Smells like raspberries. What else grows well for me? Rupiculus lalias. Those are really fun. The Rupiculus lalias are mostly from Brazil. This one's on its way out, but this is a fun hybrid. This is Laelia crispata by Milleri. Fun little miniature hybrid. Small plants, colorful flowers, that's what I like. I also grow a lot of Mexican butterworts, also known as pinguicula. Those are a type of carnivorous plant. Oops, sorry, I'm kicking this. So these are kind of fun. I'm just getting into these. I'm mostly an orchid lady, but these are kind of fun. They're just little carnivorous plants. And you guys have probably seen these. This is a sundew, Drosera. There's a flower on one of those. Kind of fun. So I've got shade cloth on the outside. I think it's like 20% shade cloth. And then most of the things in here are bright growing. I've got a little corner over here which is shadier growing, which is where I grow most of my pleurothalids. You probably know me as a miniature grower, and that's certainly true. I grow a lot of very miniature to small growing plants. Oh, come on now, focus. There we go. It's a Schoenorchis species. Cute little Dendrobium anadogi. Pretty cute. So I grow the mastivalias over here. It's a little bit closer to the swamp cooler, so it's cooler. And down to about 55 is pretty okay for most intermediate growing mastivalias. Here, this one looks pretty nice. And the humidity stays about 75 during the day, most days. This is a fun hybrid. What is this? This is Mastivalia Angel Heart Lines. So that's cute. Nice little red flowers there. I also don't really grow a lot of bulbophyllums. Those tend to be warmer growing. So it helps to just kind of know your conditions, know what you can grow. Ooh, sorry about all this focusing issues. I've got cats up there. I grow a lot of Arangus too. I really like the Arangus. I think that's about it. Don't have a whole lot blooming now. It's kind of the end of the flowering season for a lot of my Cattleya plants. They don't like the summer temperatures. Here's an Arangus hybrid. Really fragrant at night. Beautiful Phalaenopsis. This is one of the few Phalaenopsis I can grow, which is Schilleriana. This is a fun hybrid. Lots of flowers. What else is going on? Oh, there's a bulbophyllum. I don't grow a lot of them, but I do grow some. There it is. That's about it. I would highly encourage you to post your own grow tour if you've got something you want to share. Oh, this is my new thing, is the variegated Dendrobium moniliformes. These are really fun. They're also different. This is the same species, but they're different cultivars. They look so drastically different from each other. Here's another one. This is a miniature cultivar. I just adore them. They're so interesting. So that's about it. The benches, they're made of cedar. They have an expanded metal top on them. It's kind of rusty, but it's holding up. And then the benches are made of cedar. I've got this wonderful wall on the back side, if you can look past my bugs. This wall is hardware cloth, and it's got a lot of hanging plants on it. So I hang all the mounted plants over there. And I've also got plants hanging in the ceiling. It's a little bit awkward to show you those, but I've just got plants everywhere. I've got plants on these cool tubes. So this is a cylinder made of that hardware cloth, and then I've got plants hanging all around it. Those are pretty handy. There's a little Sophronitis. I think that's a Sophronitis bicolor, but I'm not positive. Yeah, that's about it. I have way too many plants. Can't take care of them all. So, post your photos and videos, and I hope you enjoyed my little grow tour. I really miss all of you, and I can't wait to get back to our regular routine with meetings and grocery shopping and toilet paper on the shelves. We'll see when that happens, but hope you all have a pleasant day and stay safe.